Color correcting? How? Let's learn it together in Final Cut Pro. Color correcting is basically fixing your footage if it's too dark, bright, dull, so it looks natural. Natural being subjective to how you perceive it. To color correct, select your clip and make sure you click the color inspector, which is between the video inspector and the inspector. And once you click your color inspector, make sure down here it's selected as color wheels. For this tutorial, we'll only talk about color wheels only, and I'll talk about the other ones once I learn them and if you guys are interested. For now, select color wheels. These are the color wheels. Shadows affect dark areas, so you can think of it as like the tree branch or this little part down here. Highlights are the bright areas, so the sky or where the sun is. Midtones is basically everything that's not shadows or highlights, so everything else that's in this clip. And then global is basically all three of these combined. So let's color correct this. So play a little bit of exposure of the shadows. I don't want to do too much since it's a pretty bright image. Put it down a little bit just to create some contrast. And let's play with the saturation a bit. Don't want to do too much. Alright, I'll do midtones. And I'm not gonna lie, for me personally, I kind of like a little bit of saturation as I like the colors to pop out more. So I'll play that with the midtones here. Put that a little bit higher. I'll do the exposure a little bit down too, just because it's a brighter image. And then same thing with highlights. I'll put this a little bit higher too. And I'll put the exposure a bit down. As mentioned, I feel like color correcting is subjective, as some people might not like too much of a higher exposure and stronger intensity of the color, but that's just me. One thing you could do to toggle your color correction on and off is just click this box up here. So if I click that box, it turns off the color correction, but turn it on, there's a color correction. Now that we talked about color correcting, we'll talk about color grading. And if you see my DaVinci video, color grading is basically adding your personal style and like an Instagram filter where you could add a LUT to your video clip, and it's only optional. Just to show you, the only thing you want to do is click on the inspector here, and once you click that, you want to go down to where it says basic here, and then click that, and then you want to change that to extended, and go down, and you'll see camera LUT, and you just click camera LUT and you see all these options for LUTs that we have down here. And I'll just click Blackmagic Design. Oh, and that's the LUT, but it didn't look that nice. Let's do a different LUT. We'll do this Canon log. There you go. And just to turn it off to see the difference, let's turn it off. That's how it looks like. No LUT and with Canon log. And that's how you can apply LUTs to your clips. Let's also apply LUTs to these other two clips. So make sure your playlist is over your clip. Use your clip with no LUT. And let's click a LUT. Let's do Canon log Cinema Clip Gamut. And there's a LUT here. We'll do that there. And let's try this DJI log. Here it is. That's color correcting in Final Cut Pro. Learn with me by trying it out and let me know in the comments. Subscribe for more learnings and what should I learn next?